Pun Day Monday. That's right. Try and explain the puns, give you the context. Not everybody is good at understanding puns. Looking out for the little guy that doesn't get it. What if soy milk is just regular milk introducing itself in Spanish? This is a contextual pun, which means you have to know the context to understand why this makes sense. All puns are plays on words. So the play on words here is soy. Okay, like if you know what soy milk is, milk made out of, I don't know, tiny little soybeans. They milk the little beans. You also have to know that in Spanish, soy means I am, right? And you have to know that in order to understand this pun. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. We'll see you next time for Pun Day Monday! Cut off, don't get bad blood, shake it off. If you don't know the context for this, you have to know who Taylor Swift is. You have to know that Taylor Swift has 2 songs called Bad Blood and Shake It Off. And then it's funny. We'll see you next time for Pun Day Monday! The Auto Connection. We fix cars. Your wife is hot. We fix AC. It's a saying in English. They say somebody is hot. It can mean 2 things. It can mean that they are actually physically too warm, like they're overheating, they're whatever, or they're hot, like they're attractive. In this case, that's the pun. Is it funny? I don't know. If you don't find that funny, then you're probably not in the minority. We'll see you next time for Pun Day Monday! Oh boy. In 2006, Nintendo released a gaming console called the Wii, which was like the word Wii, only spelled with 2 I's. In it, you could create avatars of all kinds, called Miis, which is a play on the word me and we, but with 2 I's. 36 years earlier, a band called the Beatles, which is a play on the word beat and the insect beetle, wrote a song called Let It Be. And then someone made Miis out of the Beatles album cover, changed B to B with 2 I's, and now you can laugh. We'll see you next time for Pun Day Monday! Yes, that's right. Even Shakespeare had puns. There's a great pun in Hamlet where Claudius is trying to encourage his adopted son Hamlet to be comfortable with this new arrangement, and he's not having it.
But now, our cousin Hamlet and our son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
So this pun is a little bit tricky to unpack, so I'm going to let the bard himself explain it to us. William Shakespeare, yay!
Wonderful applause, thank you. It is quite delightful because Hamlet is being sarcastic. He doesn't like his uncle, and although he's now married into the family and he's more kin, he thinks his uncle is not very kind. And so the pun is kin and kindred, which are both older words. I am sorry, it's not a very good pun. I shall do much better in the future. Don't write me off. I'm very interesting. Don't leave.
We'll see you next time for... I've been wanting to do Star Wars puns for a while, and now is the time. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Looking for love in Alderaan places. There's a lot of context here to explain. So the song Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places, parodied on Saturday Night Live by Eddie Murphy. Spoiler if you don't know Star Wars. At first, Leia and Luke are kind of like each other's love interest. Luke figures out that Leia is his sister, and then it's kind of awkward. She's looking for love in all the wrong places. Now, that's humorous on the side. But then you take where she's from, Alderaan, and if you don't think it's funny, I'm sorry. Go watch Star Wars, or don't watch Star Wars, and continue not to understand Star Wars puns. Hope to see you next week for Pun Day Monday! That's right. It's time for Pun Day Monday. It's so exciting. So excited to do puns. My highlighter for the week, actually. So if you're joining me, if you're one of the 5 people that watch my puns, thank you. You're amazing. I've seen this pun. I'm sure people are watching this. I've already seen this one. It's one of my favorites. Just because I think I just like the guy's face. He just looks so, imagine if that was your job. So if you don't understand this, he takes cans as part of his job. I don't know why it's so funny. It's so depressing. That I have to explain it makes it worse. I'm mostly laughing at the guy's face. If you enjoyed that, stick around. There's always one every week. Hopefully somebody somewhere out there will watch this and find it amusing as well. Hope to see you next week for... Anyone who knows me knows that this was inevitable. This pun is fantastic. This is a classic pun. It's just a quick play on a simple line from Lord of the Rings. Roll it.
Let this be the hour when we draw swords together.
Okay, so the play here is on the word draw swords. You can draw your sword out. You can pull your sword out. Or literally draw the sword. It is, I don't know, it's not bad. Here, why don't I draw a sword? Oh, this is my precious. To draw a sword means to draw the sword out. It was a long explanation. Hey, stick around. There's going to be more Lord of the Rings puns, more Star Wars puns, more general puns. So I'll see you next week.